I'm going to introduce the roasters. Everybody come on up on stage, grab your seats. Let's warm them up with a Look at them, they're beautiful. Well, let me introduce these folks to you. Good there? Perfect. That's what I was looking for. Well, hey, my doctor is here, Dr. Schwimmweaver. Made it? Yeah. Well, fortunately, this is the only way I could see her without an 18-month wait. So it's a huge relief to see you, doctor. We also have, hey, the ghost of Dr. Kevorkian is here. It says here that he was tried and convicted of second-degree murder for his work in physician-assisted suicide. He's also known for his lectures. That's not as interesting, so I didn't say that one. Hey, Botched Billy is here. Let's go around for Botched Billy. He's sort of a gritty retelling of the game of Operation. That's going to be exciting. Moving quickly along here, we have bitter pills, I think. Just like pills? Who brought them? Who brought pills here? It's cool. Oh, move on. Hey, it's... I like how that setup was nothing. Luigi Mangione is here. Everybody. We love him. No, yeah, you just said. Yeah, so of course, Luigi allegedly killed healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, and for every dollar you donate tonight to DSA and UND, he will shoot another one. Be generous tonight. Hey, protect your loved ones, everyone. RFK Jr.'s here. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck this guy. Yeah. All right. Hey, he's our anti-vax Secretary of Health and Human Services. RFK is married to Cheryl Hines from Curb Your Enthusiasm. If I could just read that. I bet the thought of being near you is enough to curb her enthusiasm. Am I right? Yes. We're going to be roasting. We're not holding back. But up first, we're going to hear from these folks. Up first is someone who knows me better than myself. My doctor, Dr. Schwimmweaver. Yeah. Let's give it up for her.
Hello, everyone. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. You can all start disrobing to your level of comfort. I am Dr. Schwimmweaver. I'm actually Paul's primary care physician, and that reminds me, Paul, you have not responded to my appointment reminder, or the email, or the mailer, or the text reminder. It's time for your annual physical. And you know, every year when we agree to add that inch to your height, as long as I can take it from the length of your penis. Yeah, keep going. Keep clapping for Paul's penis. Look, I'm not just here to embarrass Paul, but it is a huge part of why I'm here. I noticed Dr. Kevorkian is back from the dead. Dr. Kevorkian intentionally killed 130 people while practicing medicine. At least when I do it, it's an accident. What are y'all, perfect at your jobs?
You're my doctor.
Nobody's perfect, Paul. Shut up. Dr. Kevorkian gave lectures at churches to gain support for euthanasia and was usually received positively. But honestly, after hours of listening to medical jargon in a church pew, I'd also be receptive to a way out. Oxy is here. Pills. Oxy. I know Oxy pretty well. I send every patient off with a sample. I have a lot in common with Oxy, actually. We've both put Ohio in crisis since the late 90s. RFK Jr. is here! Wait, but if he's here, who's eating all those missing children? How far through the alphabet do you think RFK can get without throwing up? Maybe H after a Prilosec? RFK came by my practice recently, actually, and I found him in the waiting area, ogling the centerfold of a highlights magazine. I had to turn him away for trying to slurp the last drops from the bio-waste needles. It was correct. You're disgusting. Botched Billy made an appearance. I used to keep an operation game in my lobby, but now they let me operate on people for real. Botched Billy is full of holes. Just like the vaginal mesh I sewed into Paul. Relax, Paul. I was watching TV Land and you might be entitled to compensation. Hey! It's Luigi Mangione. Sorry, I got nervous because Luigi Mangione's here. Luigi, I may not be an insurance CEO, but you can take me out anytime. You're so hot that when I watched your trial, I looked like Mitch McConnell talking to a reporter. But looks aren't everything, Luigi. Look at Paul. He's so underdeveloped, I still haven't bothered telling him about the birds and the bees. Paul's a virgin.
Okay. Let's give it up for my doctor. Whoa. Some HIPAA laws were broken. Hey, next is a man who I know is going to kill because he's done it before. It's Dr. Kevorkian.
Oh, yeah! It's a pleasure to be here. As far as I can tell, I'm the only licensed medical professional here. Being Paul's doctor is more considered medical research than actual healthcare. If you're not familiar with my work, I had a practice where I would euthanize people who no longer wanted to live, but we as a society decided it would be better if we all just lived in debt. So that's why we're all here. Thank you, Paul, for putting everything together. Paul brought his doctor here tonight. Are you that lonely? Paul's doctor is here, committing all sorts of HIPAA violations. I think all of them. I was bad, but I wasn't that bad. OxyContin is here tonight. Yeah. Oxy, how does it feel that they chose your buddy Vicodin to be the cool drug for house? It's a joke for like 2,000 people. Purdue Pharma, which makes OxyContin, is going to dissolve soon. So good on you for not just tearing up other people's families, but your own as well. Luigi Mangione is here. Luigi was caught after a camera in a Starbucks caught him smiling at a cute barista. Starbucks, a coffee shop known for calling out your name. Luigi, you're an Italian kid. You don't know one bodega that's going to give you your coffee anonymously. Also, I've been killing rich fat cats for years. And my bed's drier than a desert. He kills one motherfucker, and then all of a sudden, ladies' beds are just wetter than Katrina. Luigi had a 262-page manifesto when he was arrested. I never had to write that much when I wanted to kill somebody. I needed 3 pages and I called it an intake form. Botched Billy from the Operation game is here. More things have been in him than an RFK. And more people have been inside him than RFK. Billy, just end it all, man. Call my receptionist. We'll fit you in. Appreciate you. Yeah. Billy goes through TSA and the metal detector just has a seizure. He is 100% of what you cannot bring on an airplane. Plastic surgery is like intended for the outside, my guy. Anyway, I've been ragging on you. Do you still have my keys? I think they're in your spleen. Yeah. The Secretary of Health and Human Services is here. Bobby has come to see me many times, and nothing I have tried has worked. Any other Kennedy you can kill with a bullet. God's cruelest trick is that the worst one is invincible. There isn't actually a worm inside Bobby's brain, it's just his conscience. Bobby's anti-vaccine, which makes him my competitor, don't kill them before they want to die. It is insane that I am the most ethical, moral person on this stage, besides Botched Billy. I think he's just a victim of circumstance. I tried to offer a way out, and they shipped me off to prison and let me rot. Better to have medical debt, I guess, right?
Hey, for Dr. Kevorkian. Next, a man who is so full of shit, we should have voted him into some kind of office. It's Botched Billy. Yeah.
Thank you. I want to thank Miles Teller for being here tonight. That's good. That's great. Yeah. This is for you, buddy. You ready? Yeah. You're welcome. All right. Here we go. So I'm glad to finally be getting my respect. I was the prototype for that Operation guy before they whitewashed me. My actual name is Botched Billy, but it didn't test well in the focus groups. Yeah. Instead of Operation, it was called back alley surgeries. You didn't hear about it, but it did very well in Malaysia. and instead of the light bulb nose, I had a fire alarm with a chirp. Because of the low battery. It was good. But I'm only here because Paul said I could get a record deal. 50 Cent got shot 9 times, but let him see, let's see pull a butterfly out of his esophagus. I'd like to see that. Yeah, I'd pay top dollar to see that, 50 Cent. My body parts include the funny bone, the spare ribs, the Adam's apple, and the broken heart. Last one I got because Bobby Jr. stole my stash. It's always something, Bobby. It's always something. I remember when we were cool. It was you, me, Elon, the Don, Vivek, and Oxy at the UFC fight. And I remember because I snuck Oxy through the back cavity. Yeah. But then Bobby started getting weird. He started pushing conspiracies about autism, chemtrails, HIV/AIDS, COVID-19. How about conspiring to get some SPF 40, you burnt bastard? I know it's a roast, but what beef you got against sunscreen, my guy? But you know what, me and Bobby, we do agree that the medical system is fucked up. I have a very severe mistrust of the medical system and its beef with the black community. Tuskegee, Henrietta Lacks, the J. Marion Sims experiments. When black people got done wrong, you might hear about it on an old episode of Reading Rainbow. But when white people are done wrong, you get a TV deal and a fan base. Inspector Gadget, $6 Million Man, RoboCop. Paul,
Yeah.
we couldn't get no other black people on the roast?
No.
Dr. Jerome Adams, maybe? Dr. Foreman from House? Dr. Dre? Somebody, goddamn. Even the drug is white. Well, he's white. He's mostly white. I don't know. Were all the black drugs taken? Was crack busy? I don't know. I know weed had a holiday recently, but maybe he's available. He might come back. Paul heard there was a man performing euthanasia and thought he was getting some Chinese kids for the diversity. Euthanasia. And speaking of euthanasia, let me give Dr. Kevorkian his flowers right goddamn now. I don't care what none of y'all say. Dr. Death is a cool-ass nickname. My only regret is that he didn't give me the courtesy of ending me before I have to listen to Luigi's jokes. Oh yeah, cry me a river. My back hurts from having too much sex. And eating avocado toast. How the hell you get caught at McDonald's, my guy? This handsome Squidward-ass motherfucker sitting next to my spare ribs. I'm calling the cops expeditiously. Expeditiously. Believe that. But seriously, folks, we appreciate you being here and donating to a good cause. Please continue being in that donating spirit by going online and supporting my art. I'm releasing back alley surgeries on my Patreon. I got an OnlyFans where I pull fan letters out of my cavities and then I read them out loud. And my SoundCloud's got a couple singles too. You've heard of Botched Billie Jean, Jeff Bezos Mi Culo, very popular in Latin America. And this last one is The Cabbage Patch, featuring Brian Thompson's Ghost. All right, y'all, that's my time. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Billy. Keep it going for Billy. Yeah. Great. Hey, now for someone very easy to get attached to. It seems like maybe some of you know him a little bit better than others. Hey, it's Pills. Give it up for Pills. Billy.
Thank you, Tubby Carlson. Holy shit, Paul is so boring as fuck. Listening to him talk would make Kevorkian want to kill himself. I swear to God. It's gonna get fucking worse, guys. Buckle the fuck up. This is what it's gonna be fucking like. He looks like Ben Franklin if he was an incel. Look at this motherfucker. Holy shit. Hell yeah, guys. I'm fucking happy to be here. They call me Bitter Pill. That's what I am. Hold on a second. Hell yeah. They call me Bitter Pill, but I might as well be a boner pill / laxative because I'm about to fuck shit up right the fuck now. Forget religion, commies. I am literally the opiate of the masses. I've destroyed more families than an Ashley Madison data breach. You've all seen me in every commercial ever. I'm more popular than mesothelioma, all right? Oh no, I got some of you addicted. I got some millions of you addicted. Made you sick for that dope. So what? Do you really like having all that copper just lying around? The FDA does not stand for fucking dumbasses, okay? You know what they're doing? They know what they're doing because they are us, by the way. They're fucking us. The last 9 out of 10 FDA heads eventually left to work for Big Pharma. We almost have more influence over the federal government than pedophiles. Almost. And that means the drugs work and they are safe. But didn't the pain reliever Vioxx kill more people than Vietnam in 4 years? Yeah, but their migraine stopped, so... The nerve to talk about Big Pharma. I'm a god to you people. I treat all of you while curing none of you. Oh man, dude. I help you guys fuck. I treat your anxiety, depression, and if you're an 80s pop star, itchy skin. Cosentix, you know, it's like Cyndi Lauper. Okay. I help you lose weight, gain weight, get pregnant, not get pregnant, back pain, body aches, joint aches, arthritis, hair loss, hearing loss, loss of vision, herpes flare-ups, hemorrhoid flare-ups, inflammation, stuffy noses, runny noses, constipation, diarrhea, difficulty breathing, migraines, menstrual cramps, hot flashes, seizures, insomnia, drowsiness, dementia, and restless leg syndrome. All the while occasionally giving you suicidal thoughts. That's pretty fucking good. All right, fucking moving on to these assholes back here. Give it up for everyone's favorite bad boy, Luigi Mangione. Look at this guy. Isn't that the most Italian name of all time? The only way his name would be more Italian if it was spaghetti sauce, white beet, or cannoli Caesar. Mangione, if you don't know, is famous for becoming a model on December 4th, 2024. The backpack he was wearing actually sold out. It disappeared faster than a Boeing whistleblower. He's an East Coast Italian. He doesn't really seem like a deny, delay, depose type of guy, but a gym, tan, laundry type of guy. He wrote in his manifesto that these parasites had it coming. Unfortunately, he wasn't talking about the 2 hairy leeches he has above his eyes. I mean, he's a beefcake, but it looks like his eyebrows lift more than he does. I mean, holy shit. I know he's a smart guy, but his manifesto sucked. It was so short, he could have fitted on one of his bullets. He's your hero. Shut the fuck up. He wrote this the way a Gen Zer would have just started writing the book report the day before it was due. He wrote this, and I never actually heard him talk, but I did work on an impersonation of him. I hope you guys like it for the last couple of weeks. I hope you really like this. So he literally wrote this. Obviously, the problem is more complex, Mama. But I do not have space, and frankly, I don't pretend to be the most qualified person to lay out the full argument. That was pretty good. Give me applause for that shit. You're not the most qualified person to lay out the full argument? Motherfucker, you better be if you're gonna kill someone! You sound like an apathetic, ignorant psychopath that arbitrarily makes decisions that affect people's lives. If this trial works out for you, I think you might have a job at United Healthcare. It's true that 37% of United Healthcare insured were denied coverage, which is awful. And if anyone knows what it's like to be denied coverage, look no further than RFK's wife at the correspondence dinner. RFK Jr. is here, everybody. Oh my God. He is the head of Health and Human Services, which is incredible, being as he has a voice that sounds neither healthy nor human. He sounds like he's getting a Blumpkin on an electric fence. I'm listening to his audiobook. I've been listening to it for 4 days and I'm still on the first chapter. It's fucking crazy. He is known for being anti-vaxxer, which makes sense since 2 members of his family were killed by shots. Like most Kennedys, RFK is a serial philanderer. He cheats on his wives all the fucking time, whatever. But there is something about Kennedys that make a woman wet. They get so wet that some occasionally drown in an Oldsmobile. Yeah, I know, too soon. It's 50 years. Grow the fuck up. RFK did a video to promote healthy habits with none other than Kid Rock. He did a workout video with Kid Rock. He looks like a slug with ALS. Kevorkian made videos with people that look better than him. Kid Rock looks like he uses Mountain Dew as Listerine. That deserved more. That deserved more. No one who saw that workout video took it seriously. It got more laughing emojis than Brian Thompson's online obituary. Again, you're fucking hero. Enjoy this shit. Only a guy with a brain-eating worm in his head would think that it's a good idea to put Kid Rock in a video like that. He had a brain-eating worm which died of starvation. That worm and Jackie Onassis have a lot in common. Both got Kennedy brains in their mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. Thank you so much. Let's get Paul back up here.
Holy shit. Whoa. It's a sometimes friend to have, I think. Well, hey, let's keep this going. Introducing something clever I wrote on my cards. It's, we're interrupting his beauty sleep just for this. He puts the man in Mangione. It's Nick Lanza. It's,
Luigi Mangione.
It's Luigi Mangione. Give it up for him.
Wow. Thank you very much, ladies. Give it up for Paul. Isn't he doing so great? Yeah. Paul is so effortlessly funny, which is such a shame because he tries so hard. Oh, God, look at this dais tonight. We've got 2 doctors and notably no apples. Another win for RFK Jr.'s new food pyramid. Botched Billy is here. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, that's RFK Jr. I just saw a guy with a worm where his brain should be and assumed it was the operation guy. But speaking of Billy, they've made so many different versions of Operation. We got Shrek, The Simpsons, Spider-Man, and all we could get was the Tracy Morgan version.
No, hell no.
Once I get this pail of water out of my knee, somebody gonna get pregnant.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no.
The Operation franchise is worth over $60 million, but you wouldn't know it. Billy still has a rubber band in place of his tibia. No operation heads in the house. It only costs $100 to surgically remove a wrench from Billy's ankle. If I had insurance like that, I wouldn't be on trial right now. Paul's doctor, Dr. Schwimmweaver, is here. I was surprised she told that many jokes. Usually a nurse comes in first and does most of the work, and she just pops in for a second at the end. They call him Dr. Death. Dr. Kevorkian is here. He allegedly helped over 100 people die, but I only killed 1 guy and I'm already way more famous. He's a weird guy, but hey, if you were born in Detroit, you'd spend your whole life thinking about death too. But hey, seriously, Kevorkian, I respect your work, man. I mean, you were on trial 4 times and racked up 3 acquittals and a mistrial. Holy shit, man, I gotta use your defense. I didn't murder anybody, I just performed patient-assisted suicide. A handful of pills is here, yeah. But if it were up to RFK Jr., we would have replaced it with vitamin A, cod liver oil, and like horse semen or something. We're honestly glad you could make it because, a judge recently ruled that Purdue Pharma, maker of OxyContin, has to dissolve. But the judge did show some leniency. They gave him the option of a quick dissolve pill or a chewable tablet. RFK Jr. took a break from eating roadkill to be here. God, this guy sucks, man. I mean, when he was a kid, he was expelled from 2 boarding schools. Boarding school is where your family sends you when they don't like you. Imagine being so unlikable, you get kicked out of not 1 but 2 of those places. Because of all his conspiracy theories, RFK Jr.'s presidential campaign was called the 2023 Lie of the Year. Yeah, and the 2026 Lie of the Year is Luigi Mangione should go to jail. But I do want to take a second and end on a more serious note here. Thank you all for coming out. Greedy insurance companies are taking advantage of sick people in this country. Some Americans are forced to live with medical problems and crippling debt. Meanwhile, healthcare workers are overworked and underpaid. Especially Dr. Schwimweaver. I mean, have you seen Paul? That's my time. Thank you very much.
Dr. Nick, let's hear it. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Luigi. There's a fourth call and I ruined it. Well, I do have some bad news. This is going to be our last roaster before we go into some improv, but it's a big one. So we have got a man who should never, ever be introduced. We have RFK Jr.
Thank you! Thank you! Paul, my dear friend. I used to be Paul's life coach. He really looked up to me. He's a sweet boy. But Paul, you really need to lay off the red dye. Your autism is showing. Paul once told me that he was sad. So I had him sent to a farm to cure his depression. Paul, are you still sad? No. It worked, ladies and gentlemen. Go to the farm if you're sad. Paul's doctor, Dr. Schwimweaver, is also here with us tonight. Dr. Schwimweaver, you gotta tell me, come clean. Is Paul vaccinated?
Yes.
No! Oh, the humanity! Paul, you used to be the biggest anti-vaxxer I knew. During the pandemic, me and Paul would guzzle dozens and gallons of ivermectin. I stayed healthy. It tasted great. And it was just a great pandemic. My brain wouldn't even died. We should do another. But I've said it before and I'll say it again about doctors. You can't trust them. I mean, Paul's somebody that listens to his doctor and look at him. Do you really want to be like Paul? Speaking of doctors who fuck up their patients, Dr. Kevorkian is here tonight. But stay away, ladies. He's handsome, but he might trick you into euthanasia. In the 90s, Dr. Kevorkian constructed an apparatus where the user would be injected by chemicals and assist them with suicide. Sam Altman has been influenced by this and has created the modern-day suicide machine, also known as ChatGPT. Don't use AI, folks. Last thing I'll say about Dr. Kevorkian is this. I'm really here tonight to share information about the Epstein case. As a government official, we are now saying that Dr. Kevorkian assisted in Jeffrey Epstein's suicide. Yeah. Now, Dr. Kevorkian died in 2012, so you might be scratching your head at that, but that's how good he is, ladies and gentlemen. It was his final magic trick, his prestige. Speaking of natural-born killers, Luigi Mangione is here tonight. God, if looks could kill, it would be Luigi. He's every liberal's wet dream. He's created so many snail trails. Luigi, you handsome devil. I've got an extra pair of denim jeans in my car. What do you say, me and you go out in the parking lot and do push-ups on my Dodge Stratus after this? Right now, he's somehow leading the Polly Market and Kalshi for the Democrats' nominee for the 2028 presidential election. Us conservatives really shot ourselves in the foot by saying a convicted felon can run for president. Who here would vote for Luigi? Shit. Dr. Kevorkian, I got a new mission for you.
I'm dead.
You can work your magic. Botch Billy escaped the island of misfit toys to be here tonight. They say healthcare costs an arm and a leg in America, but for Botched Billy, it costs a breadbasket and a funny bone. That's a Milton and Bradley joke. I do feel bad for you, Botched Billy. You've been wrong, but hey, I'm here to offer you a good government job. We're testing the effects of forever chemicals, and we need some new volunteers. When they say forever chemicals, I thought it meant you lived forever. But our people keep dying and dropping like flies. It pays Dogecoin. What do you say, Botched Billy?
That's right off my alley, buddy. I got you.
Hell yeah, brother. My good friend in America's sweetheart, OxyContin, is here, ladies and gentlemen. My generation loves OxyContin. We can't keep our mouths off of it. Oxy is in bed of so many politicians, you might as well call America Kirk. Now, everyone, this was a ton of fun tonight, and I want to thank Paul for putting this all together, but I got a few more things to say about some people who weren't able to make it tonight. My good buddy Kid Rock wanted to be here, but he wasn't able to make it. He's too busy beating himself in the head with a hammer, or what he calls writing music. I actually am the one who taught Kid Rock how to sing, so you're welcome. Do you guys want to hear a sample?
Yeah!
Bah with the bah, the bang, the We drank so much heroin when we wrote that one. Yeah! I also asked President Trump to be here tonight, but we decided with Secret Service that we couldn't figure out how to stage another assassination attempt. So we decided it was in his best interest to stay home. But I will say this. I disagree with President Trump on one thing, and it's his health and nutrition. My God, you see how much McDonald's that man eats? It's disgusting. The amount of ultra-processed food that he puts into his gullet. It's repulsive. And people say that I have weird eating habits. I offered him a bite of my roadkill skunk penis sandwich last week, and he refused. No, stop laughing at me. Stop laughing at what I'm eating. It's good. I am so sick and tired of people criticizing me for eating roadkill. No, you say it's unhealthy and not good for you. But could roadkill make a body like this? You don't get a body like this without eating the eviscerated carcass that was tenderized, bear carcass that was tenderized by a PT Cruiser. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well, let me gather myself here.
Hard to recover after that,
Yeah,
right?
that was a lot to see. Here you go. All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome. We're not friends.
My God.
All right. So, hey, that was the roast section. Let's give another hand for all of our roasters. Thank you guys so much.